3 days had passed since the lantern-winged dragon guided Finn home through the dark jungle. 3 days since he'd felt truly safe in this new town. And now, Finn had only one thought on his mind. He had to find Kai again. He had to say thank you. Finn woke before sunrise and slipped out quietly. He'd carved a small wooden dragon from driftwood, working on it each night by candlelight. The carving was rough, imperfect, but made with care. He tucked it into his backpack along with berries he'd saved. He wasn't sure if dragons ate berries, but it seemed right to bring something. The morning air was cool and fresh as Finn followed the familiar path toward the jungle's edge.
Kai, are you here? It's me, Finn.
The jungle greeted him with its usual symphony, birds calling, insects humming, leaves rustling. Finn walked deeper, scanning the canopy for glowing amber wings.
Kai, I just wanted to thank you for helping me.
Minutes passed, then an hour, but something was wrong. The jungle felt different, quieter, as if it was holding its breath. The fireflies that usually glowed faintly hung motionless on branches, their lights completely dark. Flowers drooped, their petals gray and lifeless. Even the stream flowed more slowly, its cheerful babbling reduced to a worried whisper. Among the fallen leaves, Finn spotted something, a single scale glowing with faint amber light. He picked it up carefully. It was warm, pulsing gently like a tiny heartbeat.
Kai!
Then he heard it, a sound so faint he almost missed it, like wind chimes mixed with a soft, pained cry. Coming from deep within the jungle's heart, from a place where the trees grew thick and sunlight barely reached. Finn ran toward the sound, pushing through vines, ducking under branches, leaping over roots that rose like sleeping giants. The thick vegetation suddenly gave way, and Finn stumbled into a clearing that made his blood run cold. The clearing felt wrong. No birds sang, no insects buzzed. Even the air tasted of metal and old smoke. In the center stood a cottage of twisted black wood covered in thorny vines with sharp needles. Purple smoke rose from the crooked chimney. Strange symbols glowed faintly in the bare dirt around it. Every instinct screamed at Finn to run, but he heard that crystal cry again and knew Kai was inside. Heart pounding, Finn crept to the grimy window and peered inside. The cottage was filled with nightmare things, jars of glowing liquids, dried herbs, a bubbling cauldron. But Finn's eyes locked on the center of the room. A cage made entirely of crystal floated in midair, pulsing with sickly purple magic. Inside, Kai struggled weakly, his amber light dim and flickering. The little dragon looked small, his scales dull and gray. An old woman in purple robes hunched over a workbench. On it sat a glass vial half filled with glowing amber liquid, Kai's life force being drained drop by drop.
Such beautiful light you carry, little dragon. Light that burns eternal. Light that can grant endless life to one clever enough to take it.
She stirred the vial, and Kai's light dimmed further.
Don't struggle, creature. By moonrise, your power will be mine, and I shall never grow old, never fade, never die.
Finn's hands trembled. He was just a boy. What could he do against a witch, against magic? But then he remembered. Kai had saved him when he was lost and afraid, and Finn would not abandon his friend. Determined and focused, Finn studied the cottage carefully. Crystals everywhere, hanging from the roof, embedded in windows, dangling from the doorway, all glowing with purple light. Crystals were the source of the witch's power. They channeled Kai's energy to the vial. But Finn remembered something from school. His teacher had shown how crystals could bend light, reflect it, split it into rainbows. Crystals could multiply light. Finn looked up. The moon still hung in the morning sky, pale but bright.
Hang on, Kai. I have an idea.
Moving quietly, Finn gathered large, flat crystals that had fallen around the cottage. He positioned them carefully, angling each toward the window. His hands were sweaty, making them slippery. His heart pounded. Inside the cottage, the witch prepared her final ritual, lighting purple candles.
Soon, little dragon, soon your light becomes mine.
Finn took a deep breath and angled the largest one to catch the moonlight.
The moonlight caught the crystal's edge and reflected to the next crystal, then the next. The light multiplied, bouncing from crystal to crystal, then shot through the window. Inside, the beams exploded, reflecting off every crystal. In seconds, the entire cottage blazed with silver light, bright as a star.
What? No, my eyes.
Blinded, the witch stumbled backward. Her elbow caught the workbench. The vial of stolen power teetered, fell, and shattered on the stone floor. Amber light spilled out like liquid fire, evaporating into golden mist. The purple magic holding the crystal cage flickered and faded.
Kai, the cage!
Despite his weakness, Kai understood. He gathered every scrap of strength, and his wings began to glow. Brighter, brighter, until they burst with brilliant golden light, defiant and alive. The light cracked the weakened cage. With a sound like breaking ice, it shattered into 1,000 glittering pieces that dissolved into nothing. Kai flew free, circling once before diving toward Finn. The witch's eyes filled with fury.
You foolish child. Do you know what you've done?
Purple energy crackled around her fingers, but Kai positioned himself between her and Finn, wings spread wide, glowing like a small sun. Kai's voice rang like warm bells, ancient and kind. The witch froze, fear crossing her face.
This isn't over, little guardian. The seal weakens. The others will fall. And when they do, you'll wish you'd let me have your power.
She threw down a glass orb that exploded in purple smoke. When it cleared, she was gone. Finn and Kai stumbled outside, gasping for fresh air. They collapsed on the grass, breathing hard.
Are you okay?
Thanks to you, young one. You were very brave.
You can talk!
I can, though I don't often need to. Most humans cannot hear me.
That witch, she called you a guardian, and she said something about the others. What did she mean?
Kai looked at Finn for a long moment, measuring him.
There are things you should know, Finn. Things about this jungle, about me, about why I helped you that night.
A gust of wind blew through the clearing. The Attiker cottage door swung open. Inside, a large book fell open, its pages settling on a specific page. Finn walked over and looked down. Slow, revealing. The page showed 7 symbols arranged in a circle: a dragon, a fox, a bird, a turtle, a fish, a chameleon, and a panther. Whispered awe. Above them, the 7 guardians. The 7 guardians.
Kai, is this you? Are there 6 others like you?
Yes, 7 guardians created long ago to protect something very important, something that must never be broken.
What are you protecting?
That, young Finn, is a tale for another time. But know this, by saving me tonight, you've become part of something much larger. The witch was right about one thing.
What?
This isn't over. She'll come for the others, and when she does, I may need your help again.
Finn looked at the 7 symbols, then at the scale in his hand, pulsing with Kai's heartbeat. He closed his fist around it with determination.
Then I'll be ready. Whatever you're protecting, Kai, I'll help you keep it safe.
I believe you will, brave one. I believe you will.
The sun rose fully, golden light breaking through the canopy. Finn and Kai walked side by side through the jungle, heading home. And so, Finn returned home that morning, no longer just a boy who'd gotten lost in the jungle. He was now a friend to a guardian, a keeper of secrets. But in the shadows, purple eyes gleamed. The witch watched and waited, patient and calculating. She whispered to the darkness,
7 guardians protect the seal. But when he learns the truth, when he learns what price must be paid, let's see how brave he really is.
Back in the abandoned cottage, the spellbook lay open. One by one, the 7 symbols began to glow. 6 glowed steadily, but the 7th, the dragon, flickered uncertainly. The hunt for the guardians had only begun.